Hiya, welcome back to In the Kitchen with Tabby. Happy Taco Tuesday. So I have got a recipe for a fish taco, guys, that's gonna absolutely blow you away. The flavor explosion when you take a bite of this, it's gonna be your favorite. I don't know that you'll ever go out for Mexican ever again. Make some queso cheese here at home and have fun in the kitchen. Let's get cooking. All right, friends, here's what goes in the tacos, the fish tacos. So this part is for the slaw. We've got some limes, some cilantro. I'm using some Fiesta style corn. You can use plain corn if you want. A little bit of Hellman's mayonnaise, about 2 cups of shredded cabbage. Now it called for shredded purple cabbage and I could not find just a bag of shredded purple cabbage and I didn't want to shred my own. So I just got the tri-colored with the purple, the green, and the carrots. And then we've got some honey and some salt and pepper, okay? That's for the slaw. For the fish, we've got olive oil. We've got a little lime back here. We've got some chili seasoning, cumin, and paprika, and then we have some fresh cod fillets, okay? That's for the fish. And then the taco themselves, we've got some corn tortillas, and we've got some queso fresco, which is a crumbling cheese, some sour cream, avocado, and some more lime. So we've got lime in every step of this, which is making me very happy because I love lemons and limes. Never mind, I'm gonna do the fish first because I want that to marinate while I'm making the slaw. So I've got my lime here, and I'm just gonna give it a nice little roll on this cutting board. Just press down on it to soften that up, and that's gonna help release those juices easier when we put it in the lime juicer. Oh, that's a beautiful lime. Look at that. Oh, it smells heavenly, you guys. All right, so we're going to put the juice of 1 lime in here. There's just nothing better to me. Well, I shouldn't say that. One of my favorite things, that's what I should say. One of my favorite things is lime juice. The smell and lemon, both. When you press it like that and that juice comes out and it's so fresh, the smell, that is absolutely divine. All right, now before I press the other one, I'm gonna get a little bit of the zest off. I did wash the limes, so I'm just gonna scrape a little bit of that zest. You wanna make sure you don't get into the white pith part so it doesn't get bitter. But I just want a little bit of that zest. It doesn't call for it, but can you ever go wrong with a little bit of zest in there? I don't think so. All right, let's juice this half. That was a nice juicy lime. And it wasn't a very big one. But boy, it had a lot of nice juice in there. All right, I'm gonna hang on to that because we're gonna need that in a minute for our slaw. We've got our lemon juice in there, and now we are going to do our olive oil. And the olive oil is 3 tablespoons. And I always use the extra virgin olive oil. I just think it's got a much better flavor. So there's 1, 2, and 3. All right, so now we're going to take our chili seasoning, 2 teaspoons of the chili seasoning. 1, 2, and then we need 1 teaspoon of the paprika. I love paprika. I would put it in everything. It is so good, and it's good for you. And the cumin is 1/2 teaspoon. I'm gonna use a fork and just mix those together. Let all of them get acquainted. Get to know each other. Oh my goodness, that smell is amazing, you guys. That lemon, I'm sorry, that lime with the olive oil and those seasonings, that is delicious. All right, now we are going to open up our fish. You can use any white fish with this. You just want it to be a white, flaky fish. Okay, so I'm going to take those fillets and lay them down in turn that over so it gets on both sides. And this is just under 1.5 pounds of fish. So 2 really nice fillets, basically. And I'm going to make sure that they both get very familiar with this lime juice and oil mixture that we made. And like I said, it's going to marinate for about 15 minutes while we make the coleslaw. Oh wow, look, that piece, that unfolded. That's a nice big old piece of cod right there. Oh, this one unfolded too. Look at that. That's some nice fish. I'm real happy with that. I got that at Walmart. I was a little bit unsure because, you know, sometimes the reviews, you don't know whether you should believe them or not, but all right, we're gonna leave that sit. All right, fish is marinating. Let's get the slaw put together. So I'm going to chop up my fresh cilantro. And I just like to roll it up into a little log, and then I just take my knife and just kind of go right down on top of it. And depending on how big you like it, you can leave the pieces kind of big, or you can, you know, take your knife in a couple different directions and chop it up a little more fine. But whatever you need to do to get to 2 tablespoons. You need 2 tablespoons of fresh cilantro. And of course, if you're a cilantro fan, you could always add more. We like cilantro, so I might have just a little bit more than 2 tablespoons here. So I'm going to add that to my slaw that's already in my bowl here. And then I'm going to go ahead and add my can of corn. And like I said, this is a Fiesta corn, so it's got some peppers in there. But you can use just regular corn if you want. And then we are going to roll another lime here. I'm going to go ahead and zest a little bit on this one too. It's probably only about 1/4 teaspoon there. We're using the whole lime for this. So we're going to squeeze both halves in there. I think that's just going to give it such a nice fresh punch of citrus flavor for that slaw to go with those fish fillets. Oh. All right, so in this little bowl, I'm going to do my mayonnaise. We need 1/4 cup. I think I'm just going to measure with my heart. Trying to get that out of that little measuring cup wouldn't be easy, so I'm just going to measure with my heart. And then we need about 1 tablespoon of honey. This is my local Amish honey. And I'm just going to measure with my heart on that also. So about 1 tablespoon. Okay, and then we're going to do a little salt and pepper. Salt and pepper is just to taste, so whatever your family likes. So I'm just giving that a good little mix in there, just to incorporate the honey and the mayonnaise together. It'll make it spread a little easier over the cabbage and corn. Okay. Looks really pretty. See that color, the consistency there? So we're just going to pour that right over our cabbage and corn. cilantro and lime juice and all the other goodness that's in there. Make sure you get it all out. We don't want to leave any of that goodness in there. Okay, now we're just going to give this a nice mix. You guys, my word, this is going to be the best Taco Tuesday ever. My mouth is already watering. Oh, I wish you could smell it. All right, I'm going to get a fork. Let's just give it a little taste real quick. Get some of the cabbage, some of the corn, got a little cilantro on there. Oh my gosh, that's delicious. Oh my gosh, that is delicious. All right, let's get the fish done. Okay, we have a couple minutes left on the marinating for the fish. So I'm gonna show you, I opened up my queso cheese, or my crumbling cheese is what I mean, not queso, crumbling cheese. And it's just one big piece. And so I'm just taking my fork and just kind of poking into it. And you can see how it's just crumbling up there. And you don't want it, you know, you can keep it in as big a pieces as you want. You can make it really crumble all the way up. You could probably put it in a food processor if you wanted and crumble it up completely. But I kind of like the larger chunks of cheese, so I'm just gonna break off some just like that. And that is ready to go on top of the taco. And our lime, we're just going to cut that into wedges so that we'll have it to squeeze over the taco. It smells so good. I've got about 2 minutes left on my fish marinating, and then we'll get that started cooking. And then it should go pretty quick and we'll get it all put together. Okay, I've got my oil warming up here on medium high on the stove in my large skillet. And I've got my fish here. The last thing you have to do before you put it in that pan is sprinkle a little salt and pepper on it. So we're gonna do that right now. Just a little bit of salt and a little bit of cracked pepper. Okay, we'll put that seasoning side down, and you don't need a whole lot of oil in your pan. It's only 2 tablespoons, so not much oil. Okay, and I'm going to salt and pepper the other side now. Just a little salt, a little pepper. Okay. Okay, so we're gonna let this cook 3 to 5 minutes, and then we'll flip it over. 3 to 5 minutes, it should be good. And then you have to let it rest for about 5 minutes before you actually start to flake it and put it in your taco. So that's kind of where we're at. It smells really, really good. I have all of my toppings ready over here, I'll show you. So we've got the crumbled cheese, we've got the lime wedges, some sour cream, some avocado, got my slaw, and my corn tortillas. So we are ready to go as soon as that fish is done. Ooh, that smells really good. You can smell the lime juice in it. I can smell the cumin. I can smell the paprika. I can smell all of the seasonings. The chili seasoning. Yeah, that smells really good. That's going to be pretty tasty. I'm going to go ahead and set my timer for 2 more minutes for this side, and then we'll flip it over. What's your favorite way to eat fish? Let me know. Put a little comment down below and let me know what's your favorite way to eat fish. I love my favorite way to eat fish. This is delicious. I like fish tacos, but my all-time favorite way to eat fish is fresh caught bluegill, bass, crappie, and just dredge it in some egg, some cornmeal, and fry it. That's my favorite. And then little lemon juice on top. That's my favorite way to eat fish. But let me know, I'd love to know what's your favorite way to eat fish. Do you eat a lot of fish tacos, or do you eat a lot of fresh fish? Do you guys fish a lot? We went to Canada one year with our kids and some friends of ours, the Galloways, and we went fishing in Canada, and that was probably the most amazing experience fishing we've ever had. We caught walleye and then caught pike. As we were bringing the walleye in, the pike would come up and bite. Oh, that was the most exciting thing ever. The kids had absolutely an amazing time. It was so much fun. They're not sticking at all, so that's a good thing. I'm gonna turn my heat down just a little bit. This is one of those times I wish I had on my apron. I'm just so bad about remembering to put on the apron. All right, 10 seconds. I'm gonna flip it over. 2, 1, there it is. All right, let's flip these over. Oh, wow. Wow, wow, wow. Now that piece came apart, but that's okay. I was concerned it might because it was split down the middle, but it's fine. All right, set our timer. 5 more minutes. You don't want to overcook it because it'll get chewy and rubbery. You just want to make sure it's just cooked just enough that it will flake. And it looks like it's already wanting to flake. Right there, I think you can see that. The color on it is beautiful. Those seasonings, that paprika, it's really pretty. All right, I'll be right back. All right, you ready for this taco? Because I know I am. I may have already sneaked a little bite of the fish, and it is really good. All right, so I let it rest for 5 minutes, so it's nice and flaky. I went ahead and just kind of crumbled it up, broke it up. You can leave it in pieces as big as you want. I'm gonna put some of that fish in the middle of my cookies are done. Take those out in just a second. All right, got my fish on there. I'm gonna put some of this slaw on top of that. And then I think I'm going to do a little bit of avocado on mine. Squeeze a little lime juice. Just a little bit of sour cream. And some of this delicious cheese. And there you have it. Now, if you wanted to make it bougie, you could chop up a little more fresh cilantro and put that on top, or some chives or something, but I think that looks absolutely beautiful just the way it is. Look at all the color in that. There's going to be so many different textures. The crispness of the slaw with that smooth avocado, and then the cheese and the fish. I think it's going to be really good. Let's give it a try. The messier the better, right? Oh my word. That was a flavor explosion in my mouth. The fish is cooked perfectly. That corn adds a really nice flavor to the slaw with the crunch of the cabbage. Like I said, the smoothness of that avocado. I don't know, I got that punch of lemon. I can still taste a little bit of the cumin and the chili powder and the paprika from the fish. It is absolutely amazing, you guys. You've got to try this recipe. If you guys are taco fans, fish taco fans in particular, this is going to be one for you. Absolutely. You're going to love it. All right. I hope you enjoyed this video. You know what I need you to do? I need you to spread it around like some good butter, so your friends and family know how fun it is to get in the kitchen with Tabby. Whip something up, have some fun, make a memory. Guys, I love you so much. I appreciate you letting me into your home, and I love having you in my kitchen. So I hope you come back for the next video. If you're watching on Facebook, make sure that you like, comment, and spread it around. That helps me so much, guys. And if you have a moment and you want to leave a little review at the top of the page, that would be fantastic as well. If you're watching on YouTube, make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe, and hit that little notification bell all so that you never miss a video whenever I post a new recipe. You don't want to miss out on this fish taco. It's really good. Guys, I appreciate you. Please remember that Christ is the unseen guest at every dinner table, and he is the silent listener at every conversation. So just like I always tell you, make sure those words are uplifting, edifying, sweet and pure like honey, just loving on each other and shining your light, because that's what we're called to do. Have an amazing day, okay? And I'll see you in the next video. Bye.